What is going on YouTube? Hitterback making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Shiba Inu as well as Floki Inu, as you guys can see here. As we last left off yesterday, basically we saw a pretty substantial drop in all the cryptocurrencies, including Shiba Inu as well as Floki. Honestly, the drop within Shiba was much smaller than anticipated, but that is pretty much because we've been continuing a downtrend for probably 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 days now, while Floki pretty much has just started to see a drop, and you can see the reversal is starting to happen right here. Now, we are coming into contact with some pretty strong supports on both SHIB and Floki, and if these hold, we can hopefully expect to see some sort of reversal off of this, and this also goes into saying with the other cryptocurrencies that we have to look at, which would be XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, which I do strongly believe might be able to recover out of this big drop here. We haven't confirmed yet that the markets are switching bearish, and it would be nice to see, obviously, another recovery and another bull run to the upside here. There's a lot of innovation and big money moving into cryptocurrency almost every day now, since it is pretty much mainstream at this point. So I'd be very surprised to see coins like XRP and Ethereum and Bitcoin continue to plummet. I mean, we have coins like Ethereum with tons of utility behind them, and it almost makes sense to see continued movement to the upside here as money moves back into cryptocurrencies like this. And the crazy thing is, we pretty much recovered from all the major cryptocurrencies, at least from yesterday, with that major whale sell-off here, and there's a good chance we'll start to see the same thing happen within SHIB and Floki, but we do have to do some closer analysis here, discuss the possibilities of which direction we could move to, and so on and so forth with both Shiba Inu and Floki Inu here. Otherwise, guys, today's video is brought to us by Urameshi, which is a new revolutionary cryptocurrency, so they say, and you can see it's a community-driven token with a foundation built around providing financial independence to their spirit detectives. And as you guys can see, they are creating NFTs here, as well as their own token. Real utility, NFTs, GameFi, and community-powered Urameshi is an underdog token that gives the community a sense of empowerment through their roadmap and goals that they give to each other. So if you've heard of Urameshi, definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below, as we are going to be talking more about Urameshi at the end of today's video, but I have linked them in the description if you want to check them out earlier. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, the market's recovered quite substantially from the past, since yesterday or 2 days ago. We're still down in regards to the past 7 days, but 24 hours, markets are starting to reverse back out of the major drop that we had. We were down 37% on pretty much every cryptocurrency at the most yesterday. And since then, we've managed to recover up. Maybe we're still down 6-7% overall, but the continued drop was expected in most of these cryptos. We know that XRP has been in an implied, and if you watch my earlier videos, not just my SHIB videos, that we've been in a falling wedge pattern and had a price target set at point C here. So even though we started to correct lower, point C was the trajectory, and today we finally hit that, which is really nice to say. And last night, we managed to reverse out of the slump and close above our target level here. So I'm very excited to see that. Ethereum also did the same thing. And Bitcoin's kind of floating right now, very close to closing back above our uptrend, but also hit a major support level, also signifying a potential run back to the upside here. So how does that affect and impact SHIB and Floki? Well, if money starts to move into these other cryptocurrencies, it would make sense to see some money move back into SHIB and Floki too. And we know that if money moves into SHIB, Floki usually gets impacted by this. As you can see, it's a pretty similar, price movement and an analysis pattern here, that money that moves and leaves SHIB also moves and leaves into Floki here. So the crazy thing is right now, for the first time since I'd say October 3rd, so we've had all of November and now into December, we finally have come back down to retest our bottom support level. So the price floor has moved up higher for SHIB. What the bottom originally was, I'm not going to read that number, but I did an 873.0. There's 5 zeros, 873, and now we're at 4 zeros, 3677. So we've moved up much higher. You can see the price floor overall moved up a total of 310%, which is incredible. We do have a bearish cross here on the moving average on the daily, which isn't necessarily a good sign here, but I do want to look at the MACD too, just to kind of see what exactly is going on here. MACD pretty bearish right now, but the thing is we came back down to retest our bottom supports here, so this is a good sign. This could signal maybe a bottom for this coin. Granted, we did have a pretty substantial run to the downside here. SHIB did lose quite a lot of momentum from its top to its bottom here. We've fallen about 61%, which is terrible, but we've had a lot of negative and correction to the downside here. But if most of these cryptos are signaling a potential bottom here, which I do believe is happening in XRP and these other major cryptos, this could also signify a bottom within SHIB. At least a bottom to consolidate, not necessarily a bullish run to the upside here, but a bottom overall. Now, if we break through the daily moving average here, we're going to see some pretty substantial reversal. We don't have a moving average yet on SHIB since it is fairly new here on the weekly charts, but overall we did recover. I mean, from the top that we were trading at, this is the weekly top, we were trading at 85 in the RSI, which is extremely overbought, signifying correction to the downside here. Currently trading at 54, so we've made a significant healthy correction within SHIB here that could allow for another pump to the upside here. It's very possible. We are extremely overbought here, very hard to see. We've pretty much consolidated all the way back down to getting very close to oversold, at least more in a neutral territory on the daily relative strength indicator. And now we're hitting a moving average too, which should hopefully act as a support. If prices do decide to break SHIB on its moving average here, there's a very significant chance we could see a big dump to the downside here, almost back down to bottom support, at least to where we started from. You could see the consolidation point here, and that would pretty much mean that SHIB is, for the most part, done for moving forward here. So I'd like to think that we're not going to break off there. SHIB has a ton of money in the coin here. You can see SHIB currently has, let's see, in regards to market cap, $19 billion. So to see a coin that has that much money in it leave would be pretty incredible if you ask me. So I don't think SHIB is done yet, at least if SHIB starts working on some of its tokenomics, or at least some of its utility behind it now. At least that's what Doge is doing. And if SHIB copies that, we should be able to see, hopefully, a substantial pause in the price correcting lower, at least getting back down to a more neutral level, which it did. The hype for SHIB has pretty much died off, and we've come back down to a more neutral playing field here, and we should hopefully be able to just consolidate now off this moving average, and then maybe when prices start to pump higher, we should be able to see that reversal back to the upside within SHIB here too. Now, you can see with Floki Inu, the difference is here is there isn't moving averages on its daily yet because the coin is so new, but we did find for the most part what appears to be a price floor, and you can see on numerous attempts we have come back to retest this bottom support here. So this could ultimately signify, maybe a bottom support, a price floor here, where once again prices on Floki Inu can consolidate, being that maybe this major liquidation is over and we can consolidate and hopefully correct back up if we see prices on Shiba start to recover here. But honestly, in regards to overall movement, it's very difficult to tell if SHIB's going to be breaking bullish. We have to see how these other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP play out first, and then we can get a better analysis of SHIB and these other cryptos, because for the most part here, we haven't necessarily developed a new technical pattern. There's no pennant flags, there's no descending fractals here. We've pretty much just been falling bearish for the most part here. Even jumping to the hourly here, the main thing maybe we started to create is a falling wedge type of pattern here. You can see if I draw a top, you can see how there is a top downtrend, and you can see there is some sort of price floor, descending floor here, where prices are kind of trending inside of here. So there is a falling wedge pattern. I mean, on the 4 hour, you can see it maybe a little clearer here, that there is some sort of falling wedge here correcting us lower, which is a bullish sign. So if maybe we find some sort of support level or floor here, which would be currently where we're trading at now, we can hopefully break out of that and start to head up. Otherwise, guys, it's pretty much going to cover the update for Floki Inu and Shiba in today's episode. I do have more information about Urameshi that I would like to go over with you. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Urameshi Inu for sponsoring today's video. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything that you can't afford to lose. Now, guys, remember, meme coins are different from more established cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Major cryptocurrencies for the most part, were created to eventually be universally accepted as genuine decentralized currencies, and they're also designed to revolutionize entire industries. Now, meme coins, on the other hand, were created, are usually meant to just make people money, and that's most of them. Sometimes you have other meme coins like Dogecoin, which, you know, was intended for no purpose, not to make money, and it just happened to blow up. That's a possibility, but most are usually made to make money. And then they sell it shortly after to earn a profit, and the price immediately tanks after, which is, you know, called rug pulls at this point. But therefore, investing in these meme tokens exposes you to that risk, and if you're an investor and understand that, then I do see no problem taking that risk. Now, with all of that being said, I do want to talk about Urameshi, and this community-driven token has a foundation built around providing financial independence to their spirit detectives, and they emphasize real utility, NFTs, GameFi, and are also community-powered. Now, Urameshi is an underdog token that gives the community a sense of empowerment through their roadmap and goals, which they give to each other. Now, Urameshi also aims to be the first and most recognized, known, and used cryptocurrency in the world, and currently you can buy Urameshi on Uniswap as well as Uniswap, and their tokenomics consist of many functions that try to protect their spirit detectives. Now, the tokenomics primary functions is to have a 12% slippage on buy and sell orders, and holders are rewarded 2% for their native tokens, and also their more complex functions include anti-whalers, where each holder can hold only 1% of the supply, and an anti-dump, which tries to avoid chart manipulation, and they will not allow over 0.8% to be sold unless incurring heavy taxes. And their tokenomics are also broken down into marketing budgets as well as reflections and insurances as well. So guys, their trading card MMO will release in phase 4 of their roadmap, and they will use their Spirit Detectives NFTs through PvP game mechanics, and the Dark Tournament trading card game will utilize a ranking system for the PvP, and they will introduce PvE, where holders will have a chance to complete multi-tasks to earn tokens through completion-based systems. Now guys, the trading card mechanics will also be announced very soon, so stay tuned for that. So guys, the Spirit Detectives are an NFT collection of 10,000 that will be usable when they start developing their trading card game, so stay tuned for that as well. And they will come in 3 different races: Spirit Detectives, Spirit Warriors, and Demons, and they will be randomized to give everyone a fair chance. And they will also be releasing another collection closer to the release of the MMO, where they will introduce their ranking system for their NFTs. So guys, Urameshi will soon be featured in well-known publications such as Benzinga, Forbes, Yahoo Finance, and much more, so please keep your eyes on the lookout when these sections become available on the massive news platforms. Otherwise, some more interesting info about Urameshi is their tokens have undergone a full audit and KYC verification by Solid Proof, and the team has also succeeded in that KYC process. So all in all, Urameshi is community-driven, which means that they give the community the right to choose what direction they should take the project. And guys, if you're interested in this project, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description down below. Otherwise, huge shout out to Urameshi Inu for sponsoring today's episode. Like I said before, I will have their info in the description of my video if you want to check them out or be an early investor. Otherwise, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.